Hello and welcome back to an episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to bring you updates on celebrity relationships. Yes, because we can't rest. I think I need to start doing a segment on a daily relationship updates. Celeb daily relationship updates. Now, Blessing CEO. Let's start with Blessing CEO, because Blessing CEO, I mean, she's been hiding somewhere, but Blessing CEO and Anabu, IVD has been in detention for some time. He was, allegedly released yesterday, and so I decided, okay, we need to talk about this whole Blessing CEO and IVD. For some of you who don't know, IVD is the husband of the late Bimbo, who allegedly set herself ablaze and died. They have 5 kids together. According to the story, IVD and Bimbo were allegedly taking drugs. So they were both addicted. They had sores in their hands where they were injecting each other and all those kind of things. Their relationship allegedly had always been, tumultuous, where they are always fighting, beating each other. There's always been allegedly violence in their relationship. And according to people, Bimbo was the aggressor. Now, we just woke up one day and we started seeing videos online. Before then, I didn't know who IVD was. I didn't know who Bimbo was. But people in their circle. So we woke up, the rest of the people woke up to hear the news that somebody set themselves ablaze. We saw videos of when she jumped into the pool, when they took her to the hospital, where we now heard that she passed on, according to a friend or a neighbor who took her to the hospital. She said that IVD was not even willing to help. He just sat down. Anyway, Bimbo passed. And a whole lot of conversation happened. Blessing CEO started defending IVD because, according to the story, it was Bimbo that allegedly set herself ablaze when she was trying to burn down the house. The house in question was allegedly IVD bought the house, and then Bimbo, when the marriage was, they were not even married. They were just playing house. But IVD wanted to kick Bimbo and the kids out of the house. So Bimbo said she would rather burn the house. And when she was trying to do that, she allegedly set herself ablaze. Anyway, Blessing started defending IVD. She was running around, going to different blogs, going to different podcasts, and then they disabled her pages. She kind of worked hard to get all those things back. Before you will say Jack, Blessing produced a movie. Blessing started dating IVD. We thought it was a joke. We're like, honestly, I thought it was like a publicity stunt or something, because Blessing and Onyeze with the whole house, fake house, and I couldn't just imagine that Blessing would date IVD. I'm not saying that IVD is not dateable. I'm not saying that he shouldn't go into a relationship, but dating somebody who is a relationship coach and who is public, I was like, never. I would never find myself in that situation. But Blessing did. They were parading themselves, kissing each other, doing all those things, and then they decided to travel to Dubai together because IVD had proposed allegedly, and she had accepted the proposal, and they were planning to get married. So they decided to go for pre-honeymoon to Dubai. That was when IVD was picked up by the police. Blessing talked. I think it's been a couple of months, but he was released allegedly yesterday. So we're just going to be seeing more lovey from these two from these two people, because I don't think that you can't shame the shameless. Anyway, next couple, Nkechi Blessing. The two Blessings are pressing our necks. Nkechi Blessing Now, for some of you who don't know, Nkechi Blessing is an Hollywood actress. Listen, I've never seen what she has acted in, but she is a very, very good marketer of her brand. Like, Nkechi Blessing. Nkechi Blessing is in your face. I see, they call her an actress, but I've not seen anything she has done. But every other day she's on my timeline. Every other day she's on the blogs. Every other day there's something going on. There was one time they shared she went to the gym and somebody shared her pictures where she looked very different from what she was posting online. You know, when you use filter, listen, we all use filter. Okay, we all do. But somebody got the picture of the real Blessing. I think she went to the gym, she sat down, and the whole stomach just, she let go of the stomach, thinking she was in a safe place or safe space. But somebody took a picture and then posted. So she has always been in the news. Her relationship is no different. The first guy that we knew, or me personally, I would associate Nkechi Blessing to is Honorable Falagan. Nkechi Blessing did that Shwebi, saying that she's married to Falagan. The whole, some people cannot just enjoy a relationship privately. Yes, I can understand that you're a social media person. There's the need to show that you're in a relationship, you're happy. Because Nigerians, I don't think they take women seriously who are not in relationships. Or even men at that. Well, men, I think they give them a pass if you're not in a relationship. But for a woman, it's like something must be wrong with you for a man not to put you at home, or for you not to be in a relationship. There must be something wrong with you. So I can understand why some celebrities or some public figures would always want to flaunt a man or to flaunt their relationship. Now, Nkechi Blessing went a bit further. She did a Shwebi with Falagan, who is a baby politician, according to Gistlover. Where is Gistlover? Listen, oh my God. According to Gistlover, the baby politician, she did, like introduction, like they did. She was even calling herself a Mrs. So people thought they were married. Until Nkechi Blessing went to the UK to see Falagan. And according to Nkechi Blessing, Falagan is living in a rat hole. The baby politician, who she thought was a UK big boy, was sharing a one-room flat or one-bedroom flat with somebody. So she said she was not comfortable. She said she was disappointed. She said she thought he was a big boy. So that was where their relationship fell apart. Nkechi Blessing and Falagan were going back and forth online. Falagan said that I don't even listen. I can't even say it. But they dragged each other. Before you could say Jack, Nkechi Blessing jumped into another relationship. To show that yes, she is moving on, she's happy. She started posting. The two of them were into, she would do photo shoots with these men. But their breakup was more subtle, It was more like, okay, go your way, I go my way. It wasn't really gbasgbos. It wasn't, I think she learned her lesson from Falagan. So they just separated quietly. We woke up to see Nkechi Blessing's lover with another woman. He picked her from the airport. They were kissing, PDAs. She was videoing. She looked like a Gen Z. So, Gen Z, they must video. They must vlog. They must pepe. And then people were now asking Nkechi Blessing that, what is going on? Is this not your husband? How, why, when did this happen? Nkechi said that everybody should leave her alone. No. She has moved on. She's happy. She's living her life. She is Would you put your relationship out there if you are not sure where that relationship is going? Would you rather have a quiet relationship, even if it ends, you nurse your heartbreak and move on? Or would you like to make it public and then everything, yam pepper scatter, and then you're sitting down crying while the public is sitting down judging and laughing? What would you do if you're a public figure? Would you put your relationship out there, or would you keep it private? Anyway, the next person is Tonto Dikeh. Tonto Dikeh has been missing in action for a very long time. Since she joined politics now. For some of you who don't know Tonto Dikeh is an Hollywood actress. I've seen some of her movies. She's actually a good actress, to be honest. But her acting is not. Her acting is like Uche Jumbo's acting. I'm sorry, but I don't like Uche Jumbo's acting. It looks forced. This kind of too much. You know why people do too much? I like Genevieve. She just let it slide. Like, if she's rich, she's just like, if she's poor, she's just like, that kind of acting that you see them play natural actors. Tonto Dikeh is more of, but she's a good actress. Now, Tonto Dikeh married alleged Obasanjo's son, Churchill. Churchill, we know the whole story. She said she paid for the wedding, she paid for the honeymoon. Churchill was a Yahoo boy. Churchill told her he's Obasanjo's son. Churchill told her he has all this money, he doesn't have money. Churchill was dating his now wife, Rosie, but he told her that they were sisters or they were siblings. So a lot happened. There was, according to Tonto Dikeh, domestic violence. She granted an interview. She was hurt. She was pained. She was bitter because people didn't believe her. Churchill is this quiet guy that you think he will not, hurt a church mouse. It was when Churchill married Rosie that people were like, yo, Tonto Dikeh was actually right. Anyway, Tonto Dikeh moved on to Gbogbo, which is what we're talking about her today, because she dated Gbogbo. There was so many voice messages. She said that Gbogbo should take care of her son if anything happens to her, because that was when she was still fighting Churchill. So she literally was trying to give Gbogbo power of attorney over her child, over everything. And people were like, you're not even married to this man. You have family. You have a dad. You have siblings. You have cousins. So why a stranger? Gbogbo was an Abuja big boy then, until they demolished his house. Anyway, when the whole Regina Daniels and her husband's drama was going on online, Gbogbo came out and said that people should not be bashing people who are going through relationship issues. That was how, when he was going through his troubles with Tonto Dikeh, people bashed him, people called him names, people called them names, people were judging. But right now he is in a better position with Tonto Dikeh, and people were like, say what? Say what now? Tonto Dikeh decided to speak. She was like, Tonto said that she has been celibate, just to make it very clear. She said that she has been celibate, so people should leave her alone, that God has healed her from anger. She made a whole lengthy post. She talked about 7 things that God had healed her from. She said that she's now, for me, the one that, she said God healed her from sexual desires. I was like, child. That she has been celibate. And I know the reason why she said that was because she didn't want her name to be attached to Gbogbo, or she didn't want people to imply that because Gbogbogbori is saying that they are now in a better place, people will not start saying, okay, maybe they are back together, or maybe they are, even if they are not back together, they are friends with benefits. So she came out and said that she's not, she's celibate. God has healed her from anger. God has healed her from so many things, sexual immorality. And I am happy for Tonto Dikeh, because before Fina, Fina is the one crashing out online right now, which we can understand why, because since the passing of her sister, I don't think she has remained the same. But I am happy for Tonto Dikeh. I mean, she's in her 40s now, so if she don't get it together in her 40s, I don't know when she will. She's looking even more beautiful than ever. She looks amazing. She has a career now as a politician. So Tonto Dikeh is in a very good space, and she didn't want to attach herself to Gbogbogbori. But what do you think? Do you think that, people or celebrities? That's why I like Faust, the bad guy. We have not seen him flaunt any girl to say he said even if he's married, that would anybody know that he's married, which is what I respect. What's this content creator, this food content critic? We just confirmed that, or he just told us that he's married. Nobody knew that until people searched pictures to actually confirm that he got married. But he dated, married, living his best life, and nobody knew. If you're famous today, would you put your relationship out there? Which, understanding the fact that most couple content make a whole lot of money. Or let's say if you marry somebody who is also a content creator, would you do content together, or would you just mind your business and mind my business? So that even if we're having, because relationship will always have problems, but if you're both doing things together, and maybe for a day or a week people don't see something, they're going to insinuate that something is going wrong in your relationship. But if you're doing things apart, even if you guys are killing each other inside, nobody will know. What would you pick, a private relationship or a public relationship? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like and share. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.